Hey guys, and welcome to the Cemetery Road. My name is Jason. I'm just doing a quick live stream, guys, just to hang out with you guys, have a beer, talk to you about some stuff. And I can't do that without hanging out with some of my buddies, who you know very well, Weeping Willow Paranormal, Ron and Cassie.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hey guys, hopefully you can hear us. That's the one thing about going live that always stresses me out. Is like going live and just start talking and talking and talking, and then casually look over at the chat and be like, "There's no sound. It's no sound." It's like, oh man, that has happened way too many times.
And the chat is delayed too, so that doesn't help much.
Yeah, just slightly delayed. And depending on the day, on the moon, on the stars, it's delayed like 10 seconds or 3 minutes. You never know. Hanging out in the chat, we got Tarnia, we got Betty, we got Dan Tex, we got Mike B. Thanks, guys, for popping in. I know this was kind of short notice. I felt like jumping on. It's December 1st. Ron's pouring a beer because we can. I don't know if we told you, if we explained what we were doing, guys. Ron had the stupid idea of having a dry November. So we didn't drink beer for a month, except we did give ourselves like one grace day because I was going to an event. You had an anniversary for your parents, right? Birthday or anniversary?
Anniversary, yeah.
Yeah, so he didn't want to miss out on the festivities, so we gave ourselves a day where we could kind of cheat a little bit. For the most part, though, it's like that was it, which really sucked because I bought this beer and I've been really wanting to try it, guys. It's kind of an expensive beer. It's a limited edition beer done by a local brewery, the Nook Brewing Company. It is the Stay Puft Pastry Stout, which, if you notice, it says paranormal because it is a Ghostbuster themed beer. You can see the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man on the side. Because the owner of the brewery likes him some Ghostbusters, and so he made this limited edition Stay Puft Pastry Stout. It's a hefty beer, guys. It is 11.5% alcohol by volume. It's a big bottle. It's like 2 glasses, and it's a toasted marshmallow pastry stout. So I'm excited to check it out. The label, the story on the bottle goes like so. It says, "The choice is made. The Imperial Stout has come. Stay Puft Pastry Stout has emerged from a thick, dark dimension of flavor. Toasted coconut, toasted marshmallow, cocoa nibs, and vanilla have crossed the streams. When someone asks you if you want one, you say yes." and it's got like cool artwork and stuff. I've bought 2 of these. I'm definitely, Dan Tex, I'm keeping the bottle. But I had to buy 2 because it's obviously going to be awesome. I have not tasted it. They only have it in the bottle, so they didn't have it at the brewery. So I just had to grab the bottle and come back home and then wait like a week and a half before I could drink it. Ooh, and I'm super excited. I've even got the proper snifter glass for an Imperial Stout. So we're going to pour us a glass. And there we go. And we'll see. Ooh, look at that.
Oh, look how dark that is.
Look at that darkness. It's like as dark as our souls. Oh, man, that smells amazing. Definitely can smell the coconut and the chocolate.
It looks very, you can tell it's toasty.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, that is smooth.
Oh, boy.
That's almost like coffee break dangerous.
Oh,
because it's 11.5%. Don't taste it at all. Don't taste the alcohol at all. It's all just, it's like literally chocolate and the hint of coconut.
Oh, wow.
So good. So good. Worth the wait, guys. Dan Tech says, sounds like a dessert. Yeah, it's a pastry stout. It's meant to be kind of like a desserty type
Dessert in a glass.
thing. Dessert beer. Yeah. And it's really stinking smooth. I was kind of afraid at 11.5 because that you're kind of climbing into like barley wine type area. And me and Ron know about barley wines where it's just like it's like I was kind of worried that's where we were going to be hanging out with this one, but no, we're good. We're good. So how is everybody doing tonight, guys? We got Kathy in the house. I know I saw Betty. Yep, Betty's here. We only got like 4 people watching. I know it's the Friday night, depending on where you're at, random time.
Lots
But
going on.
hopefully you guys are for those watching on Team Rewatch. One of the Crow of Judas is here. Hey, Crow.
What's up, Crow?
Let us know if you want to join us. We can send you the link, sir. But one of the reasons I wanted to jump on, Tanya, thank you for throwing down my link to the old merch. I still got some shirts and stuff up there. That's all well and good. But one thing you're not going to find on there, just because logistically it's very difficult to kind of sell things that you make, like, because with t-shirts and hats and all that kind of stuff, basically what you do is you create a design, you upload it to these sites, and then you pick all the things you want that design on. You're like, here you go. And then people can buy it. And then whoever created the design, they get like a little kickback. So if you sell a $20 shirt, you get like $3, something like that. For things like a calendar, that's a little different because I have to create like a whole thing. It's a process, and I've got to sell it somehow, and I don't have like a website to sell things. So all of that to say is we finally have the 2024 calendar, which is on its way to you guys. So don't worry. But I've got the brand new calendar. I've got the old calendar right here, which I have to turn over to December. But now I have the new one, which has all new photos from my adventures, including a bunch of photos that I took when I was visiting Scotland a few years ago. So pretty cool thing here. I'm very excited that I managed to get this done because I know it's December 1st. I'm terrible. Last year, I think I had it done by October, like the end of October. I was way late on this one. But I've got it done. I've got, I think, about 40. I have about 40 of them. And I'm going to be selling them. Probably, I mean, I can sell some tonight if y'all want. Basically, the way it went last time was anybody who sent me like a $20 super chat or $20 in PayPal or whatever, I would take their information and get them a calendar. So that's what we're doing. So there's like 40 of them, guys. So if you want one, that's what you got to do. I'm sure someone will throw down the links for the PayPal or if you do super chat or whatever. Also, I've been meaning to do this for like pretty much all year, but I keep forgetting. Every time we do live streams, I'm like, I literally have had these sitting right in front of my computer because I'm like, I got to give these away. But I figured, since I still haven't done that, and these are still sitting in front of me, when we went to Waverly Hills, I bought 2 postcards, Waverly Hills postcards. They got old-timey Waverly Hills photos on them. I thought they were pretty cool. But before we hit the road once again to return to our homes, all 4 of us from the trip signed them. So myself, Ron, Cassie, Karen, we all signed the postcards. I think I'm going to put these randomly in 2 of the calendars. So
cool.
Who knows who will get them. But I thought that would be pretty good.
That's a great idea.
Finally get them off my desk, because I swear I've been like, every live stream will like give these away, do something with them. But I haven't. And so that's what I'm going to do. I've got a big stack of calendars. I'm just going to randomly not look. I'm just going to stick them inside 2 of the calendars, and then somebody will get one of the signed postcards. So there you go. That's the plan, guys. That is the plan. So again, if you want to purchase a calendar, PayPal and or Super Chat, and you're good to go. And then I will hopefully get them to you by January. Hopefully, if not, sometime in January, depending on where you live. Because I know sending anything to these guys takes forever. Forever.
I know.
Literally, all I have to do is like walk up to the border and chuck it, and I could probably hit your house, and yet it still takes forever. Stinking things.
I know.
Well, it could have been.
It could have been me just not going to the.
in their mailbox for like 2 or 3 weeks because she hadn't been.
Well,
there.
not 3 weeks. It would have been like 2 weeks.
Probably about 2 weeks.
Yeah, that was probably part of my problem.
Listen, I have the same problem going to the post office box. I'm just like, it's all the way across town.
I mean, ours is down the street, but it's like when I'm not thinking about it, and then I don't know. I'll pay more attention to it.
Yeah. Betty says Monday's my birthday. Well, happy early birthday, Betty.
Happy birthday, Betty.
And I'm going to be, Dan Tech says, I'll take one and pay Wednesday. Yeah, I'll put your name on one, man. I'll be like selling the calendars and stuff until the end of this year. So you got a month. And then, then they're gone forever. That's the way it goes. Then I'll start working on the next one. But how's it been going for you guys? That's all I got, really. What have you guys been up to?
It's been good. Busy. I mean, it's been a slowish week at work, but then I picked up today, so but slow for you.
Slow week for me. I had Wednesday off, and then today was a rain day, so
yeah,
they canceled the job.
Yeah.
So I had an easy day today.
Mm-hmm. But we're going on a ghost hunt tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Ooh, tomorrow night.
Yes. It's put on by like she's an investigator / medium, and then it's like the ghost walk tour in Niagara on the Lake. One of the guys who runs it, so it's kind of like we get to go to the courthouse,
Which is not open to the public.
Well, not in the sense of investigation. Yeah. Like people can get married there. It's like a venue, but like for ghost hunting, like we couldn't necessarily get in there. Maybe now I might have some ins potentially, but yeah. So it's a group ghost hunt, but it's still we're ghost hunting, so I don't even care. So
it'll be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it'll be fun.
Maybe we'll go.
I saw someone said there's probably not a lot of people here because Joe's going live. No, sorry. I don't pay attention to who's going live. I literally went on and I checked before I set up my live stream. I was like, is anybody going live? Nobody was.
Oh.
Beth just said everyone is watching Paranormal Nightmares premiere.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what that is.
No, me either. Do you?
I think it's the Foreman Brothers. No, it's YouTube. I think it's the Foreman Brothers and Joe's live and that, so it could be a combination.
Well, generally I don't go live on Fridays. This was very random just because I wanted to talk about the calendar a little bit, and I know Team Rewatch will be here and they'll find out about the calendar and all that's well and good. But it's December 1st. I needed to put something out there, and I'm like, I get to finally open this beer. We get to talk about the calendar. That's all well and good.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with Team Rewatch, guys.
What better way?
Yeah. Oh, Maisie's here.
Maisie. You wanna hear what happened with my headphones this week?
Sure. What happened?
So I have these headphones. I wear them in pretty much all the lives. They're just those little headphones. And I had a pair. They come in like a carrying case, and you can put them in there and they charge them and all that kind of stuff. I had a pair, and I lost one a while ago. But I like these headphones, so I was like, I'm going to get another pair. So I got another pair, and I wear them all the time, use them for everything. I got an old jacket out of the shed the other day, and I put my hand in the pocket, and boom, there was the headphone I had lost. So now I had
Oh my
two whole
goodness.
pairs, and I was super excited because I was like, now I have two pairs of these headphones. That way, if anything goes bad, I got another pair. Great. They're like $60 headphones, so they're not super expensive, but they're not cheap either. I was wearing one. I usually only wear the one, and I switch them off, kind of thing. I was laying in my recliner a few days ago, and I kind of laid over, and I'm like, oh, I'll take the headphone out, put it on the little table next to the recliner, went to sleep. Woke up, couldn't find my headphone.
Oh, no.
Where did it go? I could have swore I put it right there. I'm looking under the chair, couldn't find it. I'm like, I think I'm losing my mind. Half an hour later, I notice some little black thing on the floor down the hallway in the house, and it turns out it's half of my headphone.
Oh, no.
One of my dogs had eaten it,
Oh
just mangled the
no.
hell out of it, and I was just like, what the hell? So I was pissed. But I wasn't as pissed because I'm like, well, it's a good thing I found that other one. Now I have my backup pair. 2 days later, I come home from work. I got my headphone in. I got to go to the bathroom. So I put my stuff on the table, like the kitchen table, take my headphone out, put it on top of my backpack because that's where the case is. I'm going to put those away when I'm done going to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. I come out of the bathroom. Headphones gone.
Oh, no.
I look over, and there's my little black dog.
No.
Just like she was a feral creature, all hunched over, like hair standing up, and she's just like eyes bugging out of her head, and she's just chewing like there's no tomorrow. I was like, "What are you doing?" And I go over there and I grab it, and it's just within like a minute. Within like
Oh, my goodness.
45 seconds, she had gotten up on a chair. This is a little dog. Up on the chair, up on the table, grabbed the headphone, ran down the hallway, and just got in the corner and just started chewing it to pieces.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
So I have lost both right headphones.
Oh, no.
So now I only have two left headphones. Super pissed. And I don't have the money to replace them either. So I'm just gonna be like, what like I said, I usually only wear one, so it's not the end of the world. I'm using it now. But if this one, generally the reason I'm wearing one is because at work I'm wearing one, it lasts for like 4 hours, 4.5 hours, and then when it starts dying, I switch it out for the other one.
Oh.
Now I switch it out for the left ear. But one, it's kind of nice to switch off ears, let the other one rest a little bit. But two, now I have to like disconnect the headphone from a Bluetooth and then like reconnect the other headphone to the Bluetooth. It's 2 extra steps.
Yeah.
First world problems. I got first world problems I'm complaining about, but it pissed me off that like I find that headphone like a day and a half later it gets eaten, and then a day later, the other one gets taken out.
That's insane. The dog was like out
That
for your
dog
headphones.
is a chubby dog and acts like every piece of food it gets is probably going to be the last piece of food ever.
Oh my goodness.
And she is always looking for food. If you walk into the kitchen, she is at your feet just like waiting for something to drop. It is the most annoying thing this dog does. I'm like, you are not starving to death, dog. Calm down.
Oh, that sounds almost as bad. Remember in Toby, there was these toys that came out. So you know, like those Shopkins, like remember those little tiny toys at Shopkins? So there was like the boy version, which was garbage something. They looked like little garbage things, but they were rubber, kind of like Shopkins, but they were like the boy version.
Yeah.
But anyways, Toby would have been maybe a year old, I think, when this happened.
Yeah.
A year or 2 years old.
Puppy. Yeah.
Same thing. The kids were playing them on the table, even on the counter.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, they're safe. Like, she won't get them. Completely ate them all. And then when she pooped them out, they were all over our backyard. All these little toys. She swallowed them whole.
Like the whole full?
Oh, yeah.
fall. Like
Oh, yeah.
They went on an adventure.
They
like,
did. Yeah.
It was because it was winter, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because it was a Christmas present.
Did you wash them off and give them back?
So when the snow melted, all you saw was these little toys everywhere.
She still chews on like
Oh.
random plastic things and
No, not
some-
Willow does. Choking on
You all right over there?
I'm okay.
So
She's
with
just
my
dying.
time off, Jason, on Wednesday, I watched a movie. I don't know if you heard of it or not, but Nothing But Trouble.
Yeah, I
Dan
have.
Aykroyd. Hey?
He's like,
Yeah, I have. It's the only movie Dan Aykroyd directed.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I love that movie. It was hilarious.
That movie is flat out terrible. Like it is a terrible movie, but it's absolutely and I will die on this hill. So bad it's good. Like
Yeah.
it's got John Candy in it, Chevy Chase, Demi
yes.
Moore, Dan
Yep.
Aykroyd.
Yeah.
Like and Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd Dan Aykroyd and John Candy play multiple roles in the movie. And it's so weird. It's so weird.
Yeah.
And it's gross and it's stupid and it makes no sense whatsoever. And I flippin' love it.
And I guess
So
Dan
good.
Aykroyd, he came up with the movie because he dreamed it. It was a dream. He had a dream.
I don't know if you know this, but Dan Aykroyd's like he's out there, bro. Like this guy, he's out there. I mean, the original concept for the Ghostbusters was crazy.
Yeah.
It was originally supposed to be a sci-fi movie, like a science fiction in space. They were like basically paranormal garbage collectors. So they were like working in space in a space station, and ghosts were just a thing. And the Ghostbusters were just like people and they say this, like sanitation workers who just blue collar, just go and suck up the ghosts and put them in the trash kind of thing. And because it was set in space and it was all sci-fi and all crazy, when he gave it to like the studio and stuff, they're like, this could be way too expensive. Like, what, you can't do a space movie on because the budget's going to be too much. And so literally Ivan Reitman, who's the director, convinced them to like bring it back down into the real world. And they're like, modern day guys, it's got to be like modern day. And how about we just start at the beginning with this kind of thing? And that's how it kind of was made into what we now know as the Ghostbusters. But if Dan Aykroyd had his way, it would have been like Star Wars level space stuff with like garbage men who catch ghosts. It would have been crazy.
Well, Dan Aykroyd, his family was really involved in like the spiritualism.
Oh yeah, his grandfather was a spiritualist.
Really?
Yeah,
so he's been around that his entire life.
Huh.
Yeah, and his brother wrote a book which I was reading.
Really?
I think it was his brother, Peter.
He's got a new series coming out on Netflix, I believe. Dan Aykroyd, something to do with the paranormal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like.
It's like a docu-series, I think, or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like a unexplained mysteries type thing.
Yes, yeah.
He kind of goes through like, let's talk about this weird thing and this weird thing, because he's not just about like the ghosts. He's like he's into everything. Like he's all over the place.
Yeah,
I think it comes out very, very soon. So the commercials for it have just started like popping up.
I think actually. It just came out today, I think.
I haven't seen any ads for it. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nothing But Trouble, guys. I
love that.
Kooky.
I had
Carrie,
to watch
how you doing?
it. Had to watch it.
Yeah, it's a kooky movie. Yeah, Mike B says it has Digital Underground with Tupac. It does.
Oh yeah, I couldn't believe that one. That was hilarious.
Like young Tupac. Looks like a baby.
That scene was hilarious. Where they're all they're getting tried by Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, he's the judge.
and then the judge, and then he starts He's like, "Oh, your musical perform. Well, bring your equipment in." They bring it all in, and then they start performing. And then he goes behind an organ and starts playing the organ. It's so funny. And he's like, "You guys are really good. You're good to go. You can go."
Yeah, you can go.
Yeah, you can go.
It's crazy.
It's a very quirky movie, but I loved it.
Oh.
I watched.
I'd be afraid to watch that movie on like drugs. Like if you were high or took some mushrooms or something like that, you would probably freak out. It's that kind of movie.
The two kids, Bobo and I can't remember the other name, but Dan Aykroyd was those characters.
Plays one of them, yeah.
Oh, he's both of them.
Is he? No, he's not both.
I think he plays both of them.
I want to see. Hold on.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought he played both.
We're about to find out.
In Tarnia, I'm warm now. I was cold. It's actually not that bad outside right now.
No, it's pretty warm out.
Well, warm is...
It's pretty warm compared to the weather we had a couple of days ago.
Okay, it's 4 degrees Celsius, which is not necessarily warm.
It's not negative.
Yes.
So it's above freezing, which is good.
Yeah. Well, it's just saying he played the judge. That's not completely true. Yeah, he just played Bobo.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then Peter Aykroyd, Dan Aykroyd's brother, played Mike the Doorman.
Really? Huh.
Oh, I was right with Peter. Was the brother.
John Davicus played Little Devil. Little Devil. Oh, Dan Aykroyd's dad played Porch Person.
Really?
Yeah.
Porch Person.
It's hilarious.
It's a weird movie, guys. I can't.
It's just
exactly.
It's that time frame too. I guess it was done in 91. I think.
Now that I moved away from it, now you want to talk about it again?
Sorry.
No.
91?
I think so. Pretty sure.
91. Yep.
I just like the car that Chevy Chase is driving, that BMW
Beamer. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're going on a road trip, and there's that
he just goes through this tiny little like blink and you miss it kind of town, kind of like the towns we drove through on our trip.
Yeah,
just these little itty bitty towns, and he blows through a stop sign. Not even like blows through it. He just doesn't come to a complete stop. He just goes through it, and John Candy. John Candy plays the local constable, the sheriff, pulls him over, and then he's like, you're going to have to see the judge. And he takes him to the judge's house mansion, and like just
Vulcanvania or whatever it's called. Vulcanvania.
It's so weird.
Oh, it is.
It's so weird. So the whole thing is like Dan Aykroyd wrote this movie. He directed, this was his directorial debut. He's never directed again because the movie it was so bad. It flopped so hard that there was no way anybody was ever going to let him direct again. And I don't think he had a good time directing either. I think the studio was on him, and I think he had a even weirder vision for this movie than he managed to get onto the screen. And so trying to make his vision real and realize it onto the screen was almost impossible for the money they had and the time they had.
Yeah.
And so I don't think he enjoyed the experience as much as he would have hoped. But it's such a weird movie. And I watched that movie when I was a kid, and I thought it was hilarious. And I watched it again as an adult, and I was just like, what was wrong with me thinking this was any good? And so I was like, this is terrible. Never watching this again. Watched it again a couple years ago to do a review on the podcast I was doing at the time. I had so much fun watching that movie. So there's a podcast out there of me and my buddies talking about this movie for like almost 2 hours.
Wow.
It's such a good. I mean, as weird and goofy and odd as the movie was, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
That's because you love your Canadian brother.
I know John Candy is my. He's my.
Dan Aykroyd.
And
he's my
Dan
hero.
Aykroyd.
And Dan Aykroyd, yeah.
I love me some John Candy.
Oh yeah.
He is definitely one of those actors who passed away way too young, and it's really still affected me because I was obsessed with John Candy movies when I was growing up. When he passed away, I was super bummed, and I'm still bummed.
Me too. I mean, he was my age, 43.
Well,
yeah,
he was my age when he died, 43.
No, I understand that. Like now,
I know. I'm just
You're
saying
43
that
now.
I'm 43. He was 43 when he died.
Yeah.
Like it's just way too young. Like if he was alive today, I think he would be 63. Right? No. 73. 73. He'd be 73 right now.
Yeah. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is my go-to John Candy movie.
Sorry, we have a child. 1 second.
You have children? How did these children break into your house?
Well, what?
You look like you kicked the dog.
I didn't kick her. I just tapped her bum.
She's got a big bum. I doubt she felt it.
Oh my gosh, the children.
Listen, I know the feeling.
They're always supposed to be in bed by 9. And then
I know. That's why I planned this for this time, so that your kids would be asleep.
I know. Oh well. Lily takes out the dogs before she goes to bed, so that's good.
Yep.
So, who was eating donuts?
He wasn't eating donuts.
Oh,
he was
Everett?
just checking them out. He says, I just wanted to see how many donuts were left.
Just checking them out, Ma. Just making sure they're all there, making sure nobody else got to them. Calm down.
A root beer float stout.
Ooh. You gotta tell me how that is. That sounds amazing.
I will let you know in a second. But I didn't rinse my glass out, so I'm just going to drink it out of the can.
Dan Tex is asking, what was the one where the bear jumps on him while he's under the door? That is The Great Outdoors.
Great Outdoors, yes.
John Candy, Chevy Chase, or not Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd. And he's dealing with the bald-headed bear of Clare County. How's that? Does it just taste like root beer?
This is way better than the brown cow stout I just drank. Like, I'm buying more of these. It's like drinking root beer.
Oh, dang.
I mean, the aftertaste is gross, but like,
whoa, hey.
What's the ABV on that thing?
6%.
That's not bad. You could probably mess yourself up on that if you're not careful, though.
It's like, it definitely tastes like the root beer, but then there's like a chocolate.
No.
Yeah, there's like
there's no. It's deliciousness.
There's a chocolate aftertaste to me.
Where's vanilla?
Let's see what it says here.
I'm thoroughly enjoying mine.
It's a root beer float stout.
Tarnia, Everett, just tasting the donuts to make sure they're good. Yeah.
Hints of vanilla and the richness of a smooth stout.
Well, they were Krispy Kreme donuts from a fundraiser, so that's why.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
I need below.
Lily, just don't worry about it. We'll bring her to bed.
No,
Sorry.
Maisie says, I love John Belushi. I wonder what movies he would be making now. John Belushi was good times, and he's definitely another one that died. Too much drugs for that one, though.
Mm-hmm.
But my all-time favorite.
The time in Hollywood, man. That Hollywood was a rough place back then. Just nothing but cocaine and heroin and just drugs. Nobody was safe.
When did he die? What year?
It was in the 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Krispy Kreme is good. I think I can count on like one hand how many times I've been to Krispy Kreme in the last 20 years. Like literally the last time I went to Krispy Kreme, it had to have been around the time of the 2016 Ghostbusters movie with the female cast, because Krispy Kreme was doing a Ghostbusters themed donut. They had like 3 donuts, and the closest Krispy Kreme to us was like 2 hours away, and we happened to be driving past one, and I literally called them up because it was kind of early-ish in the morning. But I was like, "Do you have any of the Ghostbuster donuts left?" And they're like, "Yeah, we got a few." I'm like 5 minutes away. Is there any way you can like
set them aside?
Get me some off to the side? And she's like, "No, I'm not really allowed to do that." And I'm like, "Nope, I'm on my way. I'm coming." So I managed to get 2 out of the like 3 or 4 that they had.
Oh,
But one was like a chocolate filled donut. I want to say it was like a cream filled donut with like green icing on the top of it. And then the other one was like a donut that looked like the no-go symbol. Like it had the no-go symbol on it and stuff. And it had like green icing in the middle kind of thing. It was pretty good donuts.
yeah. I mean, we don't have
The closest Krispy Kreme factory near us would be in state of Pennsylvania, probably.
Yeah.
Off of the
How did you get Krispy Kreme donuts?
Well, they do have them in Canada as a fundraiser thing, but they don't. You can't just go to like we just don't have like a Krispy Kreme.
We don't actually have like actual Krispy Kreme donut stores. Or places.
Yeah, it's just for like fundraiser, or you could buy them at Walmart, I think.
So like
there's like one grocery store you can like. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta get them fresh.
Yeah.
They're no comparison when they come fresh right off the line, and you see them going through that glazing machine, and just they come around on the conveyor belt and they pick them right off and put them in the box fresh. Oh, nothing better.
Oh, Arden's and Walmart has them. Yeah.
Antoine, good morning, afternoon, evening, everybody. How you doing? Tony says, I can't do donuts. They are too sweet. I will agree. Like I like me a donut. But I agree, like I can't do every kind of donut. Like I have to find a donut that like has that good balance of like dough and like sweetness. Like if it's got too much icing, or if the icing is just like nothing but pure sugar, like I don't really like it. That'll leave me with like that just like pit in my stomach. When you're done, you're like, oh, I enjoyed eating it, but not sitting with it. Arden Paranormal, hey, how you doing?
Going, Arden.
Hey. Yeah, I mean, I like Boston cream donuts, and I like apple fritters.
Apple fritters, yeah,
are really good.
I love me an apple fritter.
And sour cream and glaze, and honey cruller.
If you ever come out our way again, Jason, we will have to take you to the St. Jacobs Market and get an apple fritter from there, because it's the best dang apple fritter you'll ever have.
I'll take an apple fritter over a donut every single time.
These apple fritters are like, when you go to the St. Jacobs Market, even if you're there first thing, there's a line. Like they're famous for it.
The only thing is the apple fritter though at Tim Hortons is like a donut. Is a donut.
It's a donut. It's very really sugary and
but it tastes delicious.
Yeah, of course.
We have a little donut place here near my house that they have really good apple fritters.
Yeah, there's a really fancy, it's called Beechwood Donuts in St. Catharines. Like I've had them like maybe twice in my life, but like they're like only donuts and they make every weird flavor.
They're like fancy. Like not like your regular donut. Like they're fancy donuts.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of Voodoo Donut in like the Portland area?
Yeah, I don't know why I've heard of it, but I have.
Because it's kind of famous. It's a famous donut place. I've been to the main flagship store in Portland. Got me a Voodoo donut. It literally looks like a long john. And they cut it a little bit so it has little arms, and then they paint a face on it, and then they take a pretzel stick and they drive it through its heart and it like bleeds and stuff. So it looks like a little voodoo doll.
Oh my!
That thing it's a good donut. It's a cute, donut, but it's good quality donuts. But they also have just every kind of gourmet type donut you can think of. Like I've had the maple bacon donut there, which is like a maple bar, but like with bacon on it, and like a little drizzle of maple syrup on the top. So good.
Oh, anything with bacon is good. Come on.
It's true. You would know. Is your smoker working yet?
I did a modification. So I bought a new like control panel for it, but it's a lot smaller than the one that's original to it. So, and the only reason I found this out was on this Facebook page with the smokers that like Oklahoma Joe's has like a Facebook page that I belong to. And there was a guy in there and I just so happened to click on like, or I saw the guy had the same smoker that I have and he was having problems with it, the same problems that I was having. And he said, I went and I bought this little control panel off of Amazon. It's not the same one, it's a lot smaller, but it seems to work. So I did the same thing. So everything seems to work. It just has it's different now. So I have to try it and maybe I'll try it this weekend. Well, it's supposed to rain all weekend though. But I'm going to try it.
Stop you.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I'll do some 3 a.m. wings.
We have wings.
We have chicken wings.
I need to go get me some wings. I haven't had wings in a while, actually. There was a hot minute where I was having wings like every other day. Like I was air frying wings like crazy. I was just like, man, I'm like an addict at this point. But I haven't grabbed wings in a while. Well, I tried to grab wings. I went to the store to get my usual pack of frozen wings, and they were out.
Oh.
Like, completely out. And I went a couple times, and I'm like, all right, this is where they're usually at. Like, where are they? Did they move them? I don't know. With Thanksgiving, stores tend to like move stuff around.
Yeah.
Nope. Still haven't had any.
Huh.
Kind of annoyed.
We got wings from like a restaurant last night. I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh.
They were not that great. And were so greasy.
So greasy. Yeah.
Like the whole container was just like grease at the bottom. And then the pizza, we were like, we've never been there before, so we were just trying it out. I'm gonna sneeze. And it was just not that great. But it was like $100 for
50 wings and a tray of pizza.
That sounds right. There's a pizza place back in Reno that I used to love to go to. They did pizza and wings and stuff for like $70 roughly. That's with tip and all that kind of stuff. You could get like 50 wings, a bunch of chicken fingers, and a big pizza with one topping. And that was amazing. Listen, I ordered that a couple times for myself. Ain't gonna lie. When I say for myself, I'm talking about just I'm the only one eating. It would be the go-to of like, oh, the wife and the kids are like going out of town or something. They're going to visit her mom, whatever. I'm home by myself.
Yeah. Sweet.
I'm gonna order that meal because it was called the Super Ultimate Deal. You got all that food and stuff, and it came with like like half a loaf of garlic bread. Oh, so good. I would get that and eat it for like 3 days. That would be. I would get it and I would make a big old plate. I would watch a movie. I would do those, do that, and then I'd pack everything else, put it in the fridge, and then for the next 3 days, I would be eating that meal, and it was even better the next day. And listen, I don't know if people in the chat, you let me know. I am not a reheater of the pizza. You get the pizza hot, you eat it, you enjoy it. After that, it's cold pizza, and that's the way it stays.
Cold pizza, yep.
That includes these chicken wings. I do not reheat the chicken wings. Eat them cold, right out of the fridge.
I had a couple of those wings today.
Yeah, were they okay?
Yeah, I think actually they wouldn't be too bad if we just tossed them in our own sauce.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
all
Like,
spoiled because I make the sauce you made when we do the 3 a.m. wings, and then I got some sauce from the store. I'm like, oh, this looks pretty good. Next time I make some wings, I'll use this. I have yet to use that sauce because every time I make the wings, I'm like, but I really just want 3 a.m. wings. Like, I don't want the Parmesan garlic wings right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Carrie says cold pizza is good. Yep.
Yeah.
Chicken wings are messy to eat. That's half the fun. Yeah, Maisie, chickens do have fingers. I don't understand it either. Cold pizza, definitely. Yep. I'm strange. I reheat it in the microwave like a hot sandwich. No, because then the pizza it gets like soft and mushy.
Soggy, yeah.
Well, I mean, we reheat it. The kids will reheat it in the air fryer.
Yeah.
So it's still like
if
crispy.
anything, if I do reheat pizza or chicken wings, it's in the air fryer or in the oven, and it keeps that crispiness.
Yeah. My kids will usually throw it in the microwave and be good, but I'm just like, no. Like there was a point where I would buy, like if I was ordering pizza, I would get like, oh, everybody wants pizza? Cool. We'll get like 2 large pizzas. Cool. And 1 medium pizza. And that medium pizza would go straight in the fridge. Because I'm like, that's my cold pizza for later. Dantex reheats. See, for me, the battle of do you reheat or do you keep it cold in terms of pizza is a big battle for me. Like that's one of those ones of like, what kind of person are you? Are you a reheater?
The big question though is, do you eat pizza for breakfast?
That's what the cold pizza's for, bro.
All right.
Next day.
Yeah. Get up in the morning. Yeah, I need something for breakfast. Oh, cold pizza.
I used to do that a lot more back in the day. Now, not so much, but yeah.
Oh, I'll do it tomorrow if I had it. But only with like pizza you got from like a restaurant of some sort. If it's something you bought at the store and you throw it in the oven and heat it up,
it's not.
I cannot eat that pizza cold. I can't even eat that. Like it's got to be that and then one and done. Like it does not.
Can't eat it the next day.
It's not save well.
It's like cardboard. It's like eating cardboard the next day.
Yeah. It's weird. I love how we're like my channel's a cemetery tour / paranormal channel. You're paranormal investigators. We hardly ever talk about ghosts on these live streams. I'm just saying. It's usually food, guys.
Food.
Yes.
Usually
or movies.
Or yeah,
ridiculous. But also people have been
funny.
mentioning it in the chat. Calendars are here, guys. I'm just going to reiterate this because we got some new people in the chat. The 2024 calendars are here. They're $20, PayPal or Super Chat, whatever you want, and then I'll get your info and send them out. That's my spiel. That's my thing. Team Rewatch, hopefully. There's some left. There's going to be some left. I got like 40 of these things. I still have some from last year. They're out of date now. So I know I'm not going to sell out, but if you want a calendar, they are now available, and that is how you purchase them. Either Super Chat me during a live stream, or you can throw down a PayPal. Make sure you leave your address, and then I will get it out to you. $20. There you go. Antoine says, what about hot dogs? Do you like it boiled or cooked? I'm good with either. I would say hot dogs is one of those things that I will eat a hot dog if I'm at somebody's house, they're having a cookout, and they're like, you want a hot dog? Sure. If I would prefer to have it like grilled and stuff, like on a barbecue.
Smoker.
But but I'm a bratwurst guy. I love me a bratwurst. I would rather have that than anything else.
Sorry.
I'm like, why are you laughing?
I'm just laughing only because when Jason.
What's so funny about a bratwurst?
When you mentioned bratwurst, it right away brings me back to that Dan Aykroyd movie when they're at the dinner table.
You gotta eat them like mine.
He's like,
I
I
like
like good bratwurst. It's just
It's the most
Oh my
disgusting scene in the movie.
it was so gross
Him-
but
Him
hilarious.
eating a hot dog. You gotta make it like mine. You gotta make it like I do. And he's just like, he's in this grotesque, like old man makeup, and he's trying to eat this hot dog all
With his
shaky like, and
hands
he's got like these
shaking.
long fingernails,
Yeah.
and he's all gross, and he's like trying. It's the most disgusting
Yeah, he's,
hot
like,
dog
trying-
eating scene ever. Dude,
Oh.
it's so bad. Dan Tech says boil them in beer before you cook them. All right, I'll try that. I'll definitely try that. Hot dog with chili and cheese? Absolutely. A chili dog is a good time, guys.
Yep.
Good time.
Yeah. A lot of times if we have leftover chili, we'll do that. That or chili cheese fries.
Oh, yes, Mike B. Hawaiian Punch. That too was hilarious. The can of Hawaiian Punch, and he puts the spout in there. Boop. Oh, my goodness.
Maisie says, I didn't know you were a vegetarian, Maisie. Right? They got some fake hot dogs. Vegetarian hot dogs.
That is
They're
true.
pretty good.
I haven't yet to have them.
I don't know. Soy based.
I was surprised because I'm not a vegetarian. But there was a point I was just trying to eat a little bit more healthy. So I was like, Burger King has Beyond Meat now. Oh, Custer the Pipe Cat. Thanks for the super chat. $5 pizza. We'll talk about pineapple on pizza here in a second. But I was like, I'm going to try this fake burger. I'm going to try this fake burger and see what this is all about, if it's any good. It was really good. And so then I started like doing like basically fake chicken nuggets and fake this, that, and the other thing. So I was just trying all this vegetarian food and this alternative meat stuff. I found it to be very, very good. I even had like an alternative bratwurst thing. I don't even really know what it was made out of, but it was pretty dang good.
Oh.
It's all about the accoutrements that you add to it, all the fun sauces and cheeses and stuff.
Yeah.
Hi, Custard.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say pineapple on. I'm all about the Hawaiian pizza. Hawaiian pizza is my jam, guys. Oh
Yes.
No way.
Jason.
I had a little bit of pineapple on my pizza the other day by accident because it was like on my slice, and I was like, "What?" Exactly.
Pineapple
I don't
and
even
hot
understand you.
peppers.
I can't do it.
Pineapple and hot peppers.
Oh,
It's
I mean,
the-
hot
it's the
peppers, yeah, it's
sweet-
fine.
The sweet and the heat. It's beautiful.
No, just the hot
The
peppers.
Best way to have a pizza.
Just the hot peppers.
And throw some bacon on there with it. Oh, now you're talking.
My favorite pizza is pepperoni,
Green
mushrooms,
olives.
green olives,
Ugh.
and
No.
yeah, like that, or like even green pepper on it.
No,
Yeah.
Sorry.
you lost me. I'm pretty simple when it comes to pizza. I either like just like pepperoni. A pepperoni pizza is perfect for me. I do love me a Hawaiian pizza. Perfect. I like me a combo pizza. Like I like vegetables and stuff all over my pizza. That's fine. I do like a barbecue chicken type pizza.
Oh, barbecue chicken. Yeah. That's
Don't
good.
like olives though. Me and olives, they're
Oh.
not really good.
Oh, see, I love green olives.
I'm not a big fan of
Jalapeno
olives
and
either,
pineapple
Jason.
though. Mm-hmm. I could do. Now I'm really hungry. Now I want some jalapenos. I made a quesadilla the other night because I found my old quesadilla maker. It looks like a waffle maker, but it's like for quesadillas. So
Yeah.
you throw down a tortilla, you throw all your stuff on there, and you throw another tortilla on there. You slam it shut, and it cooks fast. This thing gets so stupid hot. But then it has like grooves in it, so like when you open it up, it's like sectioned off into 6 or
Oh, yeah.
8 little sections or whatever. I did like a Mexican blend cheese, which is like Colby Jack with a little bit of spice in there. Got some hamburger in there. What else did I put? Jalapenos in there, and then I have like some Taco Bell Baja sauce that I got at the store. Put that in there, grilled it up. Ooh, dogs! 1, it was great. 2, I picked the right jalapeno because man, did it have some heat to it.
Wow.
Sometimes you get a dud. You get a dud jalapeno, but it was so good.
I'm okay with, I like bell peppers. I'm not huge on super spicy peppers, but
Bell peppers are good. Bell peppers are sweet.
Red peppers.
well, like the hot peppers, like the hot peppers, banana peppers. That's what I meant.
Yep.
I used to love it. I haven't had them, but my grandmother, she used to can red bell peppers. Used to can peppers, and like that was my favorite like thing to eat.
Oh, she used to make horseradish.
And the horseradish she
From
made.
scratch.
Oh God. Just I mean it was
Barry
amazing.
says, a maker, I spin tortillas in a hot skillet. My hands are the maker. Usually, like 99.9% of the time, we use just a skillet and we're good to go. We don't mess around. I just happened to find my old maker. Like, this is something my mom gave me when I moved out of the house at 18. Like, this is how old it is. Because we used to use it when I was a kid, and I don't think I've ever used it since. Like, this thing has not been fired up in 25 years plus, almost 30 years. But for some reason, it had made it into this house, and I found it like in the back of a cabinet. And I was like, I'm going to see if it still works. And it did. And then I made quesadillas for like 2 days straight. Because I still had like leftovers ingredients. Hey guys, how you doing? Michael. We're just hanging out, guys. Basically, I decided to do a random live stream to pimp out the fact that I have the new calendar available, $20, PayPal and or Super Chat. For you, it's got all new photos. I'll preview one for you. Ooh, let's see what January is. Ooh, January is a good one.
Ooh. Oh yeah. That
is in Leavenworth, Kansas, and this is where they buried orphans, the orphan children. So every one of those little tick marks in this circle is a small little tombstone for little orphan baby. Most of them were infants. And they've got a statue in the middle of that circle of a nurse who would care for them. But yeah, that's what we got so far. That's January. It started off with the snowy photos, and then I tried to keep it with like, okay, now we're getting into spring. Everything starts getting greener. Like I try to keep with that. But I gotta get out there and take more photos and visit more cemeteries, because I think we both have one more episode of Bobby Mackey's left.
Yes, we do.
And then I will be starting a series on Cave Hill Cemetery in Louisville. And there's a stone cleaning video in there. And then I got a couple more cemeteries to bring you guys to close out the year. Michael's getting the first calendar.
Please, he says,
first calendar
calendar
is going to Mike O. You can have this one. Right there. I will get your info. Just email me your info, sir. thecemeteryroad@gmail.com. And then, thank you for that super chat too. And then I will send it out to you. I will send it out next week, Monday or Tuesday. What was I saying? Yeah, but then like all my content's kind of used up, so I need to go out there and shoot some more stuff for you guys. And then I know Cassie, you've got one more episode of Bobby Mackey's and an investigation you shot a little while ago, correct?
Yes, that's right. So we did
Bacchus Page House.
Yeah, the Bacchus Page House, which is kind of like how Conowin Mansion was. It was a house that was now a museum. So we filmed in July, I believe.
Yeah. But
So
they had a really cool outbuilding.
Yeah, there was like a barn
Like
that
a big
was
barn that had like all their like
farm equipment.
And
Yeah.
history
That's
of
cool.
the.
Yeah.
It was a really neat location.
Yeah. So we'll have Bobby Mackey's in 2 weeks, and then our last episode, and then probably would that bring us to like our next episode would probably be close to end of December, I think, how it lands. I believe.
I think so.
Roughly. Yeah. So then that will might be 2 or so episode, not 100% sure. And then we are going to be investigating the Beck house again. It's been over 2 years. So we're actually going with a special guest. Her name's Karina. So we're doing that. And then we got I can't really talk about it, but we have some really awesome things happening up in February and then moving forward. So we're definitely going to be pretty much keeping it busy. So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys are keeping busy.
Back behind the scenes. When's that will be?
Oh yeah.
I do have one more behind the scenes, and it's literally the last episode of the behind the scenes. It's us going to Canada, hanging out with you guys at your house, going to Niagara Falls. So my last episode of Bobby Mackey's will come out on Wednesday. And so I think Friday's not a great night to release stuff because everybody else is releasing stuff. Probably that Saturday then. I can't remember how long the episode is. I think it's like 10 minutes long or so, 11 minutes. I'll just put out that right after our episodes are done with Bobby Mackey's, and that'll be a nice closeout to the whole series.
Yeah.
And then probably we'll do like a live stream here coming up soon. Just to recap our experiences. You guys can ask us questions about any of the investigations and the behind the scenes stuff, and we can kind of just wrap that whole thing up because it feels like it was forever ago.
I know. It's been
so sad.
I know. It's like very
like an end of an era.
It's just sad. It's been like because we're started releasing it. It's been like almost a full year. It feels like so.
I mean, yeah. When we were together, we were talking about like, oh man, if we do it this way, if we release it this way, if each location gives us this much footage, like this should take care of most of our year. Man, we were not joking with that.
No,
it took care of the year.
Yeah.
Like I thought maybe it would bring us to October, but obviously
that's
I missed
what I thought too.
Yeah, but no, it brought us right to the end.
The end of the year,
yeah.
Which is good. That worked out really, really good.
Yeah, and actually that works out for my the channel because Bacchus Page House was filmed in July.
Yeah.
So that would be like end of our 2003 investigations, and we start 2000. Well, there might be our Bacchus Page House episode in January, but that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and I do have plans. Like I have ideas for some more investigations. Unfortunately, investigations cost a lot of money, so I gotta save. Christmas and all that kind of stuff kind of takes up a lot of cash. So I've got to save for some investigations. There's some places I want to go that don't really require money because they're outdoors locations, but it's also wintertime. So that makes it even harder to go and just find the motivation to go do. Cause I'm like, it's cold. It's cold outside, especially at night.
Yeah.
So there's things I want to go do, stuff like that. But I think for the most part, as we move into the new year, I'm going to be doing a lot more cemeteries and not paranormal investigation. But there may be a break, but I will definitely do some more investigations coming up. And then hopefully the plan is at some point in the near future, within the next 6 months, the three of us will be together again.
Yes.
Somehow, some way.
Hell or high water.
But that's the plan. And we haven't really discussed what we're going to do when we hang out, whether or not that's going to include a paranormal investigation or if it's just hanging out, maybe like a travel vlog type situation. But we'll definitely be reunited. So that is going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, like Carrie just said in the chat, this year has gone by so fast. It has. It has been a year. I don't really want to repeat this year, but I'm looking forward to the next year, and hopefully we'll be bringing you a lot more fun stuff, because all the content we brought you this year was a lot of fun to not just to go and do, but also really fun to then present it to you guys, have discussions about that content, and then just have a lot of fun watching it and catching up with it.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a good question. So for the ones who have seen our episodes, because it would have been in Jason and in my episode that Jason released it like a week ago, and mine was last night. Yes, last night. What did you guys think about the train setting off the REM pod? Didn't that
stupid train?
I was like upset.
Probably not necessarily the train, but the
radio. But it was like the train
but,
situation. Because that's why when I how I edited when I put my video together, how I captioned it, I was like
debunked.
No, what did I say? I was like, this is gonna be.
He doesn't know he was asleep.
He was asleep. What? You were asleep.
I was there. I was
sleeping.
There's photographic proof, dude.
I was in and out, okay, guys. I was in and out, all right.
Listen, I was dead asleep. It's past my bedtime.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it was I said I can't remember how I captioned it, but then I said this is a hint to the debunk.
Oh.
Or I said this will be debunked soon. And then I want to make sure people realize that we were going to be debunking it, because it definitely
it was sucky though, because it was like in the moment we were there and oh my goodness, oh my god, and then just the whole.
Well, that's how transparent we are. But who would have?
Yeah, a lot.
I was.
Yes, it did probably
upset by the train. The train situation upset me. One, because it was there all stinking night. It was loud, so our EVPs are pretty much contaminated. We can't really rely on them too much because the train was just making so much noise. The fact that we can't really rely on the REM pods, because more than likely it was communication between the train and whoever he was talking to interfering with the device. We can't be certain. We don't know for certain, but more than likely that's what it was. So all of our gear, the gear portion of our investigation, contaminated. We cannot trust what was happening with it.
Yeah.
What we could trust was our feelings and how we were feeling in the moment and all that kind of stuff. The problem with that, though, is all of us, at least I can speak for me, was so frustrated by the train that just being there and being frustrated by that thing, being so focused on the fact that this train was kind of screwing things up, there's a chance that I just wasn't feeling the location like you really should, being in tune with the place, kind of feeling what the location has to offer, because you're so focused on something else. Your mind is so separated from the task at hand that I could have missed a lot. Just personally and physically as well. So the whole thing was frustrating, that and the fact that if that's happening, and we even told the lady at the very end, we're like, yeah, this train's been sitting here. She's like, yeah, happens. I feel as a business owner, they should have been like, we will refund you some money, because clearly this screwed up what you are trying to do here, what you paid for. They did. They didn't care one bit.
Yeah.
No, they got their money. They were
that's unfortunate. But two, it did allow us to have an investigation that really showcased for people that we do not have control over the environment. We try to have as much control over the environments that we investigate in as much as humanly possible. But there are just some things that we have zero control over. We don't have control over the fact that there's a train track right outside this building, and the fact that it was just a place where a train stopped for hours on end. We don't have control when we're at a location that's right next to a road that has a heavy traffic. We don't have control over the weather, animals
Yeah.
that could be around. Like, we only have a certain amount of control that we can apply to a location, and it never is going to go perfectly for you. So this was a good chance for us to kind of showcase the fact that we did not have a control over the situation. The situation kind of got out of hand in terms of our investigation. We showcased that. We showed you all like, this is investigation.
Yeah.
I like showcasing the truth behind investigating, and the truth behind investigating isn't just, well, we didn't see anything, but the truth is also sometimes, well, there was a train outside. This is frustrating, or that's frustrating.
Yeah.
The heating keeps going off. There's a commercial kitchen on the other side of this wall that's just constantly running, and it's interfering with our stuff. Like, that kind of stuff is just the things you have to deal with. And it was nice to have a really good example of that, especially when you're talking about like a quote unquote high profile location like Bobby Mackey's Music World.
Yeah.
Kibber says, I was surprised at how bad the inside looked. So were we.
Yeah.
It's a rough place, guys.
I was shocked. Like,
I boggled me how that place was like standing and actually allows people to actually be in the building.
We're not kidding when like literally where the dance floor where like the most people would be standing, the floor is like
leaning.
It's leaning towards one way, and there's like it's held together with duct tape and a prayer.
Even looking up like structurally, like I'm looking structurally up at the ceiling at the beams, and it's like they have a 2x4 scabbed onto like a main beam holding things together. I'm like, that's not even like that doesn't work. Like, no. Fingers crossed this is gonna hold, guys.
It's fine.
It's scary.
Yeah, and then you'll see in the future episodes too, I think the basement, we probably showed the beer bottles all over the basement.
Yeah. The basement is my favorite part of Bobby Mackey's. It was, we were able to go in there, and the noise from the train is pretty much deadened because it's down in the basement. It's behind concrete. You can't hear it too much. So it did allow us to really just kind of focus on the investigation and not so much like, is this train ever going to leave? Or we ever going to be able to do a proper investigation? So the last part of the Bobby Mackey's episodes is the better parts, I think.
Yeah.
But I think that's about it, guys. I was planning on doing this for an hour, and it's a little over an hour. So I'm just going to wrap up by saying again, guys, the calendar is available. 2024 calendar is available. It's $20 PayPal or in a super chat. So just over the next month when we go live, or if you think about it, I'll post some stuff on the YouTube community page and on Instagram that these are available. I'll send it out as soon as I get payment. Just send your email in an email, your address, and I'll take care of it. You guys have been awesome. I like doing the calendars for you guys because of all the support you guys show this channel over the year. I want to make sure to end it with something you guys can like physically hold and enjoy for the rest of the year. I hope we didn't make too many people too hungry. But hey, it's always fun late night pizza on a Friday night. Come on now. But that's about it. Maisie says, what about P&P? I don't know what P&P is.
Me neither.
You'll have to explain that really quick before I shut this live stream down. I don't know what P plus P is. Now we're waiting.
And about like P&P, like what is that?
P plus P.
I don't know.
P. Oh, postage and packing.
Postage and packing. Yeah, it's included in the $20. $20 takes care of the whole thing. Totally fine. But that's about it, guys. Thanks, Cassie and Ron, for hanging out. It was super fun.
No problem.
Thanks
I've actually got to go to bed now
us.
because it's past my bedtime and I got to work in the morning because I work on the weekends. It sucks. But be on the lookout. Again, Wednesday night will be my final Bobby Mackey's episode. Thursday night of next week will be your Bobby Mackey episode.
Yes.
And then final on the road episode. We'll start the Cave Hill Cemetery episodes. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys, as we wrap up the new year or wrap up the old year, heading into the new year. But that's about it.
Awesome.
Everything good on you guys? That's it. That's it. We're not doing anything else?
it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
That's a good
Yay.
wrap up.
Sir.
Thanks for hanging out, guys. Team Rewatch, thanks for rewatching. Until next time, remember, as always, be safe, be respectful, and we'll see you on the next one.